I was a subject in radiation as well as mind control and drug experiments performed by a man I knew as Dr. Green.
You can never do it alone. History lessons must be properly learned, properly appreciated. Everywhere the enemy is trying to divide us, divide organizations. I hear people saying all the time, oh, you know the truth, Kwame Ture. You know the truth. You know Malcolm X was killed by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I laugh. I really laugh because I know where the line comes from. The line comes from the police, of course. The movie picks up the line of the police. That's clear. That's why it's a movie. They run the line of the police. They had one where the line of the police is that drugs destroyed the Black Panther Party, not the police. Drugs destroyed Huey Newton, not the police. By the time you get through with it, drugs destroyed us. Well, drugs been in our community for a long time. We can handle drugs better than any other community in this country. You understand? Huey Newton wasn't killed by drugs. The police killed Huey Newton. The Black Panther Party wasn't destroyed by drugs. The police and COINTELPRO destroyed the Black Panther Party. Malcolm X was not killed by the Honorable Elijah. The New York police, the FBI, and the CIA killed Malcolm X.
Once you hear the sound, you are free to begin.
I am the essence of contrast, where brilliance meets shadow in a vivid tapestry. Joy and melancholy merge as warmth and chill collide, revealing both splendor and unease. I embody the rush of radiant energy and unsettling calm of dusk. Where darkness subtly creeps, from dazzling lights to encroaching shadows, I reflect life's duality and latent fears. I embrace the power to shape my own path and weigh the endless possibilities, weaving every emotion into a grand, unpredictable design. For I am ever-changing symphony, where self-direction and dread shape the whole. I am eternal spectrum. I am the unfolding abyss. I am zone. Summer, a time of radiant intensity and boundless potential, embodying the vibrancy of existence and the freedom to forge our own paths. As we navigate through this season of fervor and fulfillment, we must remain vigilant to the hidden dimensions of our choices and the consequences they may carry. Thinkers and pioneers across ages have cautioned against the pursuit of goals without a deep awareness of their broader impact. For instance, pioneers like Buckminster Fuller, with his visionary approach to design and sustainability, highlighted the importance of holistic thinking in shaping our future. Today, leaders across disciplines draw from timeless insights to confront present-day complexities. This vibrant season of exploration demands that we remain vigilant to the profound implications of our choices and the potential consequences they may harbor. Throughout history, thinkers and pioneers have ventured into the depths of existence and reality, changing our understanding and expanding our horizons. Nick Bostrom, a philosopher renowned for his exploration of simulation theory, has been pivotal in reshaping the understanding of reality. In 2003, Bostrom published his influential paper, Are You Living in a Computer Simulation? This work proposed that if advanced civilizations develop the capability to run simulations, it is highly likely that we are living in one. Bostrom's ideas have sparked extensive debate across disciplines, urging a deep examination of our place in the universe and the broader impact of technology's advancements. His work aligned with the holistic thinking championed by visionaries like Buckminster Fuller, who stressed the importance of understanding the broader consequences of our innovations. David Chalmers, another significant figure, has expanded on the applications of simulation theory with his contributions to the philosophy of mind. Since the late 1990s, Chalmers has explored how our understanding of consciousness and reality might be altered if we are indeed living in a simulation. His work, including the influential book The Conscious Mind of 1996, delves into the nature of consciousness and its relation to simulated realities. Chalmers' inquiry into the philosophical dimensions of simulated worlds complemented Bostrom's theory by addressing the existential implications for personal identity and consciousness. Rocco, a figure associated with the thought experiment known as Rocco's basilisk, has made significant contributions to discussions about ethical and existential dimensions of artificial intelligence. In 2010, Rocco introduced his provocative idea on the online discussion board, Less Wrong. The thought experiment suggests that a superintelligent AI, if created, might have an incentive to simulate past civilizations and punish those who did not help bring it into existence. This concept challenges conventional ethical considerations and underscores the need for careful thought about the implications of AI development.
Every frontier AI lab, including Anthropic, operates inside a set of incentives and constraints that can sometimes conflict with doing the right thing. If we want this technology to go well, it is enormously important that there be people outside those incentives. People who care about things going well, who are paying close attention, who are willing to say hard things and insist on safety.
The creative work of Philip K. Dick and Stanley Kubrick offer artistic explorations of reality that resonate with themes of simulation theory. Philip K. Dick's novels, such as Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep of 1968, explored alternative themes of consciousness and simulated realities, challenging our perceptions of what is real. Stanley Kubrick's film 2001: A Space Odyssey of 1968 presents existential questions and cosmic narratives that align with the philosophical inquiries of simulation theory, providing a cinematic exploration of humanity's place in the universe. In the realm of immersive technologies, Jaron Lanier has been a pioneering force in virtual reality, advocating since the 1980s for its potential to transform our understanding of reality and consciousness. This transformative vision finds a parallel in the creative works of Philip K. Dick and Stanley Kubrick. Jaron's influential collection pieces, You Are Not a Gadget and Who Owns the Future, reflect his insights on how immersive technologies can reshape our experience of the world. Philip Rosedale, creator of Second Life, and Brett Victor, with his innovations of interactive technology, have contributed significantly to the evolving understanding of digital existence. Rosedale's virtual world and Victor's dynamic media approaches challenged conventional perceptions of reality, underscoring the potential of VR and extended reality technologies to expand our experiential boundaries. Today, leaders and innovators across disciplines draw inspiration from these pioneering thinkers. Their insight into simulation theory and immersive technologies have continued to influence contemporary decisions on reality and existence. As we embrace the fervor and fulfillment of our own explorations, we must heed the lessons of these visionaries and remain mindful of the broader implications of our own choices. By integrating their insights with a holistic perspective, we can navigate the complexities of time with greater awareness and purpose. In the quiet moments of reflection, when the hum of daily life fades into the background, we find ourselves grappling with the most profound questions about our existence. What is the essence of life? What lies beyond death? How do we define the nature of reality? These questions have haunted humanity for millennia, guiding our philosophies, shaping our religions, and influencing our scientific endeavors. As we journey through this season of vibrant exploration, we delve into the heart of these mysteries, uncovering the diverse ways in which we attempt to understand our place in the universe. Before the advent of modern societies and technologies, human beings lived in smaller, more intimate groups where survival and communal bonds were central to existence. In these early societies, life's purpose was frequently intertwined with the practical aspects of survival and the spiritual beliefs of the community. In the Upper Paleolithic period, approximately 40,000 to 10,000 before the Common Era, otherwise abbreviated as BCE, hunter-gatherer societies, such as those found in the caves of Lascaux and Altamira, created vivid cave paintings that depicted their daily lives and spiritual practices. These early humans lived in close harmony with their environment, and their rituals and ceremonies were deeply connected to the cycle of nature, reflecting a worldview where life was embedded in a natural order. The concept of death was approached with a blend of reverence and fear in ancient societies. In ancient Egypt, from 3100 BCE to 30 BCE, elaborate burial practices and monumental tombs, such as those in the Valley of the Kings, were designed to ensure a smooth transition into the afterlife. The Egyptians believed in a detailed afterlife, where the soul faced judgment before Osiris, the god of the underworld, and could achieve eternal life in the field of reeds if worthy. In contrast, the Mesopotamians in 3500 BCE to 500 BCE viewed death as a journey to the underworld, a shadowy and bleak realm where the souls of the dead resided. The Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the earliest literature works from 2100 BCE, reflects on the inevitable death and the quest for immortality, providing insights into Mesopotamian attitudes toward the afterlife. Before the emergence of written language and sophisticated tools, humans perceived reality through different sensory experiences and their shared narratives of their communities. Around 1200 BCE, the ancient Greeks began to explore questions of existence and reality more systematically. Philosophers like Socrates used dialogue to question and examine moral and existential issues, seeking fundamental truths about human life. Plato, a student of Socrates, developed the theory of forms, which posed that the material world was only a shadow of a higher realm of abstract forms or ideas. His work, particularly in dialogues such as The Republic and The Allegory of the Cave, addressed the nature of reality and knowledge, influencing subsequent philosophical thought. Aristotle, Plato's student, offered a more empirical approach, focusing on the observation of the world and the nature of being. His works, such as Nicomachean Ethics, provided a systematic exploration of virtue, purpose, and the nature of reality. Both art and philosophy from early periods offer a window into how existential questions were approached. The cave paintings of Lascaux and the philosophical dialogues of ancient Greece reflect early efforts to understand life and existence. In the medieval period, figures like Tom Aquinas synthesized classical philosophy with Christian theology, exploring the nature of existence through works such as Summa Theologica. This exploration of faith, reason, and existence marked a significant development in philosophical and theological thought. The exploration of existential questions continued to evolve with the development of modern science and philosophy. In the 20th century, the simulation hypothesis emerged as a contemporary challenge to our understanding of reality. This theory, polarized by Nick Bostrom in 2003, proposes that advanced civilizations might create simulations of reality, raising questions about the nature of our own existence. Today, advancements in virtual reality, extended reality, and mixed reality offer new dimensions to our own understanding of reality. These technologies challenge our perception and blur the lines between the real and the simulated, further echoing philosophical inquiries about the nature of our existence. The evolution of gaming culture has been a powerful undercurrent, shaping the trajectory of technology and innovation, influencing developers, innovators, and leaders of both past and present. This culture force began to crystallize in the late 1970s and early 1980s, during a time period often associated with the vibrant, escapist atmosphere of the disco era. The disco movement, with its emphasis on collective euphoria and the embrace of technology in the form of synthesizers and electronic music, helped to create a societal shift toward a more immersive experience of entertainment, a precursor to the more interactive forms of digital escapism that would soon follow. As the 1980s unfolded, the burgeoning video game industry began to mirror this cultural momentum. Arcades became the new social hubs, where the energy of disco found a new form in flashing lights and sounds of games like Pac-Man and Asteroids. These games offer a new kind of interaction, one where players could actively participate in the narrative, controlling the outcomes in a way that was impossible in traditional forms of media. The rise of these arcades paralleled the decline of disco, as the collective experience of the dance floor was supplanted by the solitary yet communal act of gaming. Moving into the late 1980s and early 1990s, a new subculture began to emerge in Japan that would have a profound influence on global gaming culture, the otaku phenomenon. Otaku refers to individuals with obsessive interests, particularly in anime, manga, and video games. This term, originally used somewhat pejoratively in Japan during the 1980s, became synonymous with a deep, passionate engagement with these cultural products. The otaku culture gave rise to a generation of developers who were not just creators of games, but fans themselves. These individuals drew heavily on storytelling techniques and character archetypes of anime and manga, blending them with interactive elements of gaming to create deeply immersive worlds. Titles like The Legend of Zelda and Final Fantasy exemplified this synthesis, offering players rich, narrative-driven experiences that transcended the simple mechanics of early arcade games. During the same period, the retro gaming movement began to take shape. This era, characterized by an affinity for the aesthetic and gameplay of older video games, emerged as a form of cultural nostalgia. The late 1990s saw a resurgence of interest in 8-bit and 16-bit games of the previous decade, as gamers and developers alike began to appreciate the artistic and technical achievements of those early titles. This appreciation for retro games laid the groundwork for a broader cultural shift toward valuing the past while pushing the boundaries of the future. It was a time when gaming culture began to mature, with growing recognition of the medium's potential as a form of artistic expression. As we entered the 21st century, the rise of virtual reality, extended reality, and mixed reality began to fundamentally alter our understanding of gaming and reality. These technologies, which had their conceptual roots in the immersive experiences of the 1980s and 1990s, offered new dimensions into our perception of reality. Developers that had grown up in the otaku and retro gaming cultures were now at the forefront of this technological revolution, blending their deep understanding of narrative and interactivity with the possibilities offered by VR and XR. Games like Elder Scrolls, Skyrim VR, and Half-Life pushed the boundaries of what gaming could be, offering players fully immersive worlds where the lines between the real and the simulated become increasingly blurred. Parallel to these developments was the emergence of the metaverse. Popularized by Neil Stephenson's 1992 novel Snow Crash, envisions a collective virtual shared space that is persistently online and inhabited by real people, represented by avatars. This concept has evolved over the decades, particularly with advancements in VR and XR technologies. The promise of the metaverse lies in its potential to create a seamless integration of digital and physical worlds, offering new ways to connect, create, and experience reality. The journey from the disco-infused arcades of the 1980s to the cutting-edge metaverse of today's illustrates the profound impact of gaming culture has had on the evolution of technology. As VR, XR, and MR continue to evolve, they challenge our perceptions and blur the lines between the real and the simulated, echoing the philosophical inquiries about the nature of existence that have been at the heart of gaming for decades. The future of these technologies aim to continue this trajectory, offering even more immersive and interconnected experiences that redefine our understanding of reality. Today, we are guided by the insights of philosophers, religious thinkers, and artists who have ventured into the depths of existence. Their diverse perspectives offer us a rich tapestry of thought and understanding, helping us to navigate the mysteries of life, death, and reality. By engaging with these explorations, we gain a deeper understanding for the complexities of our existence and the myriad ways in which we seek to understand our place in the universe. As we continue to explore these questions, we do so with a sense of wonder and curiosity, embracing the timeless quest for meaning that has defined the human experience throughout history.